Hello viewers, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about pedagogy of physical science. And in this topic we will learn about models of teaching as well as teaching methods. Let us discuss about definitions of teaching. Effective teaching and communications are synonyms of good teachers are clear communicators and good communicators are effective teachers, which is being explained by R.E.D. Kiefer and Lee W. Koshran. Teaching is an intimate contact between a more mature personality and less mature one, which is designed to further the education of the latter, which is being explained by H.C. Morrison. Teaching is interaction process between teacher and the student, which is being explained by Edmund Amundsen in 1967. Teaching is an interaction process which is being explained by A. Flender. The functions of teaching are diagnostic, prescriptive, and evaluative. And the models of teaching are conditioning, training, instruction, and indoctrination. Levels of teaching are memory level, understanding level, and reflective level, which are being explained by Herbert Morrison and Hunt. The English word method is derived from Latin. It means mode or way. Whereas the teaching method, it's a systematic way of doing something. It implies an orderly, logical arrangement of steps. It is a more predictoral teaching technique is a well-defined procedure used to accomplish a specific activity or a task. Method is a series of related and progressive acts performed by a teacher and students to achieve the objective of the lessons. Teaching method is the style of presentation of the content in the classroom, whereas teaching method are patterns of a teacher behavior that are recurrent, applicable to vast subject matter, characteristics of more than one teacher, and relevant to learning, which is being explained by Gage. Method is a standard procedure in the presentation of instructional material and the contents of activities by CV Good. Method or approach is a procedure for arriving at a destination or goal to attain desired objectives. Strategy is meant for those procedures and methods by which objectives and teachings are realized in the class. Teaching strategy is a long term plan of action designed to achieve a particular goal, and the teaching's approach is a set of principles, beliefs, or ideas about the nature of learning which is translated into the classroom. Characteristics of good method is to build the sound of philosophical principles, should be psychological in approach, organization of contact for effective learning to avoid waste of time, follow orderly procedure in teaching. Approaches of teaching physical science should be inductive, deductive, and problem solving. Inductive approach. In inductive approach, it's a reasoning from particular to general. In the inductive approach, the concept generalization is derived after electing a number of examples. Inductive method is also known as formula construction method. Principles of inductive approach are examples to generalization, known to unknown, particular to general, concrete to abstract. Steps in inductive approach are sensing the problem, analyzing the situation with all the aspects, collecting the data from different sources like books, blogs, web pages, journals, periodicals, etc. Organizing the data or information with the help of teacher, framing possible solutions, eliminating or rejecting irrelevant solutions, and only possible solutions are to be retained. Verification of the solutions are to be applied to the problem situations and results are to be checked. Generalization from the verified and suitable results will be drawn. Examples of using inductive approach are on heating all the metals will expand. To find the relation between the angle of deviation and the angle between the two mirrors. to find out action of acids with the blue litmus paper and to find out the action of bases with red litmus paper. Merits of inductive approach are they help in understanding. It is a scientific method. It develops a scientific attitude. It is a logical method and it develops a critical thinking and habit of keen observation. It is a method with a psychological base and provides ample opportunities for student activities. This approach is based on actual observations, thinking, and experimentation. It sustains students' interest. It curbs the tendency to learn by rote and also reduces homework. It develops self confidence. It develops the habit of intellect hard work. Limitations of inductive approach are it's limited in range and cannot be used in solving and understanding all the topics in science. The generalization obtained from a few observations is not the complete study of the topic. To fix the topic in the mind of the learner, a lot of supplementary work and practice is needed. Inductive reasoning is not absolutely conclusive. It is time consuming and laborious method. This approach can be used only when there are rules to be learned. Deductive approach. Deductive approach is opposite to inductive approach. Deductive approach is a reasoning from general to particular. It's a process of reasoning in which a proposition supplies absolutely conclusive evidences or generalizations. This method, also called a method of verification of formula. In this approach, the students are given the rule first and then shown the examples. It proceeds from general rule to a particular instance or from an abstract concept to concrete example. In this, facts are deducted or analyzed by the application of established formulas or experimentation. In deductive approach, the formula or rule or principles is accepted without argument as a duly established fact. Principles of deductive approach are generalization, principles of examples, unknown to known, general to particular, abstract to concrete. Steps in deductive approach are by understanding the given problem, define it and formulate. The law of formula principle is also explained with the help of example. Collecting the information from a number of sources like book, general blogs, web pages, laboratories, etc. Reviewing the relevant principles, rules, laws, formulas, etc. to find out the facts which may be best applicable to the problem. Applying relevant rules in case in hand, drawing inferences are that drawn based on the problem falls under the principle. Verification the rules if by generalization methods, otherwise the procedure is repeated till a better solution is found. Examples of using deductive approach are acids changes blue litmus paper as red, as bases changes red litmus paper as blue. Principles or cooling is caused by evaporation. Verify the formula for finding the focal length of a lens by using the equation F equals 1 by 4 of d minus x square by d. Advantages of the deductive approach are it is a short and time saving approach suitable for all classes. It emphasizes memory because students are required to memorize a large number of laws, formulas, etc. It is adequate and advantageous approach for the revision of a topic. It supplements inductive method and thus complicates the inductive deductive method of problem solving. It enhances speed and efficiency in solving numerical problems. The limitations of a deductive approach are It's not a scientific method because the approach of this approach is a confirmatory and no explanatory. It encourages the rote memory. It demands a blind memorization of a large number of such laws and formulas, etc. In this method, students are not completely active. It does not develop thinking or reasoning or discovery. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.